kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Now the play fake. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Trying play action. Fires on the run. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Too much on that one, just out of his reach. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Richmond. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's a hit. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the outside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of... Blocked! The heat got to him! Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to bully their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And here comes the punt team. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And the try is no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Randall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. On target. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it...
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Richmond. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. He's got trips left, single receiver right on 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Find space on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Richmond. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll run play action. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They bring the punter onto the field now. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Richmond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the single back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Knox. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Randall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. He's got his man across the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.